Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have a short video testing a 2005 Buick Lacrosse instrument cluster. This is from a local or for a local customer here. ABS Unlimited is a shop here in Fairfax that brings me a lot of components for testing and repairs. They have an issue with this cluster with the fades, so we're going to see if we can reproduce that. I already have it connected multiple times and I have not been able to. So I'm going to record a short video for the customer, for you, for my records, to see if it happens. Maybe sometimes it's not video shy, but we'll see. All right, so as I normally do, I created a folder and I have the information in there. Very small folder because there's not much to really go by. The only thing that I have is this text message from them where it says the dash fades in and out. I spoke to one of the service writers and he told me that actually it was dead. First, it says that the customer was driving it like that, and then all of a sudden it's no longer powering up. But then I got it here, and that's not the case. So in these clusters, you cannot do bidirectional controls here on the bench. I will have to have the computer and the BCM. So it's very odd because this is a Class 2 communication cluster, but some of the messages will activate it because if I show you the wire diagram, give me 1 second. Let me see if I have it here. Nope, that's not the image, but give me 1 second. All right, this is the original wire diagram. So in here, we only have a constant power on pin 12, then a ground on pin 1, and then a communication on pin 2. There is not many wires coming into this cluster except for, other references in there. But right here, we got the powertrain control module that is also in the Class 2 communication bus. But if we see here, all the speedometer, tachometer, engine coolant, fuel gauge, SS, PCM, Class 2 serial data. So all those are Class 2. Lights, blinkers, of course, you can check those, but the whole operation of the gauges is controlled by a bus. It's a message. And there is only 3 wires that I really need here. So it's not much to go by as far as testing. And without the computer and the BCM, because it's a message that is shared in between them, that will allow the bidirectional controls. All right, so I got the scanner ready. Let me put them on the screen. And yes, I can communicate and I can do some tests. All right, yes, I think you can see everything in there. So let me power up the cluster. And one thing that I want you to see, let me power this off. Actually, let me get you closer. Hopefully it does it this time. You will see how the needles are going to shake. That means it's activating all the separate motors. Yes, you can see the shaking of the gauges in there. And they have no concerns about the gauges not working. But I mean, I cannot say that it fades in, it's not working and not powering on. But I'm going to now turn the ignition on, and you're going to see that nothing is happening. But the light, I'm going to turn my light here, is actually working. So let me turn this one on. So you can see the light is on, and I'm actually supplying that in here. So you see, so the light is coming on. And you're going to say, well, Mike, that's it. There's nothing going on in this cluster. No, remember what I said in the beginning. No communication, nothing will happen. Why? Because for this cluster, the car is not even on. And this is where, and that's why I have the scanner to connect to it. Let me turn lights on in here, so it's not too dark for me. Since I don't have entire vehicle, I'm going to manually select it. Come on. Can zoom out a little bit so you can get to see the cluster a little more. All right, so we're going to Buick, manual ID, 2005, and this is a Lacrosse with a 3.6 engine. Right now, we're going to select the instrument cluster panel. Let's display code so we can see if we do have communication. This is always what I do first. No codes present. All right, so let's turn Functional tests, all segments, and let's turn this on, and we can see how we have communication, right? So is the scanner able to perform bidirectional controls to that cluster? Yes, it is. And the reason we have nothing in there is because the computer is not in play. You see, now we have the mileage. Why? Because now it's a module talking to the scanner. Sorry, to the instrument cluster. The scanner now, by requesting that bidirectional control, has woken up the instrument cluster, and now we can read the mileage. And on that paper that I put on the screen for them, let me just show you, if I get to there, because I forgot to show you. Look at the mileage, 103,009, right? So I had that from the paperwork that they sent. So let me spin this around because it's kind of like an odd direction. Let me take the scanner out. But yeah, we can see here at the bottom of their note where it says clearly 103,009 miles. So this is the cluster for sure, right? So we got no doubts about that, because I always like to be very showing all the information I can gather, because it's very important. Yeah, the cluster is not fading in. We can see the lights are staying on. The mileage will stay on for hours as long as the scanner is now connected to it. I can do more bidirectional controls, which is the display tests. That's just going to turn all the lamps on. You see, it's now we have all the lamps on. Again, everything is operational. So this is where I would say, is this cluster fading out or in and out? No, it's not. Because the only thing that could possibly do something like that, and I was explaining that to one of the service riders, is we're losing communication or a main power or a ground, right? Which not many to go by. Something shorting out the cluster as well, too, Communication-wise, is class 2 serial data in the same way the scanner is talking to. So do I need to check the bus? No, I don't. Why? Because if the scanner is able to do the bidirectional control, that means that class 2 serial data is active and is working good, right? So I am doing the test. All the tests I can do here. There is absolutely nothing else. And I'm going to show you that in the vehicle, if I have the same scanner on the vehicle, I will be able to do the sweep test. And if you go to my channel and look for 2005 Buick, I actually work on one of these vehicles when I was in the shop in Tysus Corners and Schmidt's. And I did the bidirectional controls, and everything worked perfectly, again, because I had the VCM and the PCM. So it's not here. All I have is the cluster. So all I can check is make sure that the needles are operational. And yes, I can make sure that they work fine one way, which is if I were to remove the cover, and I can move all the needles out of the resting position as they are now. When I do the key cycle or power off and on, all the needles will come back to zero. And we know that all the stepper motors are working, but I know they are, and I already did that test, so believe me. I also removed the cover from the cluster. I'm going to show you, just to see if it was any damage, any desolder component, something that I can see no water intrusion. This board looks like brand new, which is very difficult. Put this in here. Very difficult to believe because it's a 2005, but it's probably a well-kept vehicle. I mean, it has only 100,000 miles. I mean, it's 2005, 21 years, 100,000 miles. It's like, what, 5,000 miles per year? You see what I mean? It's nothing. It's a very well-taken car. So yes, let me go out and try to do the bidirectional controls for the separate motors, like the speedometer. Right now, I'm in the speedometer. If I attempt to do up and down, that's all you can do is a whole sweep. If I click on up, you can see that I click on up and doesn't do anything, and it will not do nothing on the bench again unless I have the computer and the VCM, which I don't have. But that doesn't mean anything's wrong with here with the cluster, and this is not fading in and out. So again, yes, guys, this is a short video for the customer. I always like to document. They're paying for the test, so I am doing a test for them and showing you guys that is exactly what's happening. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.